So today we're going to talk about Uranus in the seventh house. And I don't have my selfie stick, so let's hope that I can kind of do this. I'm feeling very lazy. Obviously, my Venus in Taurus is really kicking in a lot lately with it being fall. I haven't made a video in a while, and I just decided today I probably should do this. But I took kind of a little bit of a break when I completed my degree. So yeah, Uranus in the seventh house. What the hell does that mean? Well, pretty much Uranus in your seventh house, the seventh house ruling partnerships and marriage. Um, I only know a couple people with this placement, and that's kind of how I go off of my descriptions of things, is by looking at the life experiences of other people, which I have realized is kind of different. I've noticed a lot of other astrologers do this too, but I focus very largely on it. And I was just talking the other day about how, like, one of my main strong points as an astrologer is the fact that I can notice connections in people. It's like the energy. That's kind of how I use it to label things. That's a good way to put it. Uranus being in your seventh house, ruling marriage and partnerships, you're going to be somebody that takes a very unconventional approach to marriage and partnerships. Somebody who potentially could get into a marriage or a quote unquote partnership out of the blue, out of nowhere. Like I've said, like pretty much a million times now, Uranus strikes down like a lightning bolt and it comes out of nowhere. So you could be somebody that could run off and get married, like in Vegas, say, because Uranus is a very, very game changing, individualistic planet. It's kind of interesting with Uranus in the seventh. One of the not weird, fuck it. Doesn't even matter if I'm saying it's weird because everybody knows Uranus is weird. Anybody that is Uranus strong is a big fucking weirdo. So, you, my friend, with Uranus in your seventh house, are probably going to be a really big fucking weirdo in your relationships, and that's cool. Who cares? We're all weird. You might go for somebody who is very eccentric or different in nature, maybe a little bit rebellious. But a big thing would definitely be like individualism in your relationships. You would definitely focus and strive for a relationship that would be different and allow you to remain an individual, allow you to remain different. Um, Separate, I guess you could say. The seventh house being ruled by Libra, it's about partnership. 1-to-1 partnership, equal give and take. With Uranus there, you might have a different view of what exactly that means. You might not be as cut and dry as I do the dishes, you do the laundry type of 1-to-1 partnership. Your idea would be entirely individualistic and very unique to yourself. With Uranus there, uh, I've noticed people with Uranus in the seventh often have kind of quirks in regards to the relationships. They kind of go for things that are a little bit unique and different. Like one of my friends who has Uranus in his seventh goes for women that are much older than him. You might have your own kind of, not fetishes, that's kind of like sexual. That would be more eighth house like with Uranus, but your own unique quirks in regards to what you find attractive and who you would be most likely to commit with, like spouse wise. My little guy also has this placement, so I'm very interested to see how it plays out for him. His is retrograde too, so he'll probably be pretty damn rebellious in regards to his commitments. But yeah, Uranus in your seventh, it pretty much creates a very, very big desire to be an individual, to be different and unique in your partnerships, to be eccentric, to have partnerships that are different from what quote unquote society might tell you is normal. It just very Uranian, very weird, very eccentric. You might even be somebody that doesn't believe in traditional partnership coupling. You might feel the urge to be in, what are those fucking polygamous relationships where you have more than one partner? Fuck it, who knows? That could be something you would be interested in with Uranus in your seventh. It really all depends on you. And obviously, with that being seventh house correlated, your Venus sign would definitely play a huge part in how that Uranus energy kind of acts out in your seventh house. Like if you're like me and you have like an earthy Venus, like Venus in Taurus, it might not be as prominent. But if you had like Venus in Aquarius and also had, I have a trine between Venus and Uranus. So I definitely have this desire to be an individual in my relationships. Like for me, love without being able to be myself and to be like, humanitarian and like have like many friends, like male, female, I couldn't be in a relationship. But like, depending on your own personal Venus sign, that would definitely flavor and shape that as well. Like I said, if you have an earthy Venus like I do, like Taurus, it could really change it. But if you had like Venus in Aquarius, you could definitely be somebody that would be interested in like a polygamous relationship. It really all depends. And your like I said, your Venus would definitely shape that as well with it in your 7th house. So yeah, that would be Uranus in the 7th. You would be drawn to relationships that were a little bit different. Depending on your Venus sign, like I said, or you might just be somebody who craved individualism in your relationships. That could be huge for you as well. You could just go for a partner who had very different views in regards to what marriage and partnership should be like. Sorry, I'm kind of messing around with this camera because like I said, I'm not feeling it today. My hair is all over the place. But yeah, that would be Uranus in your 7th in a nutshell. You're probably like a little bit of a weirdo, or you might attract to weirdos. And it's not even just attraction alone, it's who you would actually settle down with. It would be a very different kind of partnership. And that would be what you would really, really desire and want. Potentially even like, that's one of the big questions that I get with Uranus in your 7th. Like, is there potential for divorce? Yeah, actually, there definitely is with Uranus in your 7th, just because Uranus does strike down so quickly. Just as you would get into a relationship really quick, like I said, you might end up like going off to Vegas and getting married. You could just as easily end a relationship as well. So with Uranus in your 7th, I know that divorce is a pretty big probability, especially even if you had like Uranus transiting your 7th. If your marriage or partnership is not going so smoothly, there's a good chance that it could break away and break free, because that's Uranian as fuck. That's what I got. So yeah, that's Uranus in the 7th in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye! Oh, and yeah, I'll try to keep it up with these videos. I've had a hard time. Like I said, I'm about to start substitute teaching soon, so mix astrologer with somebody who's going to deal with your children. Ooh, no, I have a 5th house sun. Okay, let's be nice here. I'm very good with children. And a Leo MC, come on. But okay, yep, that's it. Uranus in your 7th. Hope you enjoyed it.